Hello everyone, this is day 13. We're going to start today's practice with another 3 minutes of practical, so go ahead and find a comfortable seated position. When you've found that seated position, just check again that you feel comfortable, that you're not compromising any of your joints or sitting uncomfortably. Prop yourself with pillows if you need to, finding that great comfortable position. Then raise the shoulders up, roll them back and down a couple times. Then bring the arms out to the sides. We'll just rotate the arms a few times. So palms up and draw the arms back. Palms down and bring them forward. Looking up as you open the palms up and looking down as you take the palms down. And then add the breath for the last few rounds. Inhale as you bring the palms up to the ceiling. And exhale as you bring them down. One more time. And out. Shake out the arms. Bring them back to center. Find a comfortable place to put them. So close the eyes for a moment. We're going to be doing a little bit of a breath technique this morning. Just an observation of breath, sending that breath nice and low into the belly. So make sure as you sit here that your abdomen is not being held in so much that it stops the breath, but also we're not slumping forward and letting things all relax too much. So it's about finding that neutral position. So you can bring maybe a hand onto the belly, and then we'll just do a couple of natural, normal breaths, and just notice if your hand actually moves in and out with the breath at all. At the same time, notice whether your shoulders are lifting as you breathe in as well. So ideally, you want the shoulders to stay quite relaxed as you breathe in. You'll feel a little bit of an upwards motion there, but not so much shrugging all the way up. And hopefully you can observe a little bit of movement there in the belly. So that movement in the belly is the diaphragm pushing. As it contracts down, it pushes down, and right below are all of our abdominal organs there. So you'll feel that's what's pushing out towards the hand. So take a few breaths in through the nose and out through the nose if possible. You can always breathe out through the mouth if it's actually more suitable for you in this today. We're going to slow the breath right down now, so we're going to send it low into the belly as it goes through the nostrils to the back of the throat, almost like pouring a glass of water from a jug into a glass. You notice the water will always go down to the very bottom of the glass and it will fill up to the top. So start to pour your breath down deeply into the lungs, so your belly will expand to represent that bottom of the lungs. And then you'll feel it filling up all the way through the lower ribs, middle ribs, and then all the way up to the collarbones. It doesn't matter if your breath is a little bit short and you don't feel you get all the time to do that. Just work with what you have. Maybe for you it's early morning. We don't want to just overwhelm your lungs. So very slow, gentle intention to draw the air down deep into the bottom of the lungs. And on the way out, reverse that. So the belly goes first. On the exhale, the belly starts to go back in. Then you're pushing it all out from the bottom up. Ribs go together and the rest of the breath comes out through the nose. Take a moment to listen, to observe your breath. Observe that movement of the ribs, those little muscles in between the ribs. You can feel the diaphragm going down. Perhaps you can even feel that underneath the diaphragm, the liver, the stomach, the gallbladder, everything underneath, the intestines, they all sort of get that little bit of pumping action as you breathe in, almost massaging everything beneath them. And when you finish your next exhale, just come to relax again. If you need to move, perhaps shake out the legs a little bit. I've got a little bit of a sleeping foot there. Change my position. Today, we're going to talk for the rest of the time about another nice practice that is a beautiful thing to do when practicing mindfulness. Now, we're going to talk about gratitude. Many different scientists and positive psychologists in their research have looked at the power of gratitude and how it can improve our lives, our happiness levels. And it really does work. It's been proven to be very effective if we have a gratitude practice. So open up your notebooks today. We're going to talk about a little bit of gratitude. So it is as simple as it sounds. We just want to have a little reflective moment to think about things that we're grateful for. This is something you can do repetitively on a daily basis if you feel that it would help you to rise and shine and just be grateful so you could have a really great day. Or perhaps it's a tool, it's a weapon to use when perhaps the day challenges you a little bit and you don't wake up feeling great, or the day hasn't gone very well and you just need reminding of what we're grateful for, which is very powerful. So you can pause the video if you like and just start writing down even just one thing. If you were to be focusing on gratitude right now, what would be the first thing that would come to mind? What would you write down first? And go ahead and jot that down. And you could even label the page as a gratitude page, and we can start adding to that, or you can start adding to that as your daily practice evolves. And then one day you might think, I need to go and look at my gratitude page, and it'll be crammed full of really awesome things that sometimes in darker moments it's hard for us to think of those things. So hopefully you've at least got one thing written down. So we're going to just focus on that top one, the first one that you wrote down. Come back to a seated position. Roll the shoulders back and down a few times. And let's just spend 30 to 40 seconds just meditating on that thing that we chose as our number one thing we're grateful for today. Go ahead and visualize it, them, whatever it is. You can smile for real, you can smile on the inside, just really, really be with that thing that makes you feel very grateful to be here or to be alive, or grateful for a person today. And then notice any sensations that come up, any feelings that come up. And hopefully you notice that you feel quite positive thinking about that thing. So this is something we can add into our daily routine. We can add it into our meditation. We could do it as a morning practice when we first wake up. Or we can journal about it, a daily, what am I grateful for today, at the beginning or the end of the day. Adding that to our toolbox of things we can use to maintain our center. Thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow.